This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Kentucky head basketball coach John Calipari hit on several topics at today's UK alumni tip-off luncheon in Louisville. Some of the discussion was on one of Calipari's ideas to have basketball in August. If you go back to August 2014, you will remember the Kentucky basketball team taking a trip to the Bahamas. That trip cost $792,000+, but teams can only take those trips every 4 years. Today, Cal said he would like the NCAA to give teams 10 days of practice in August.
How about spring football? You like spring football? Something different, right? Spring football. Why don't we have August basketball for the NCAA? There's nothing going on in August. Let's spend 10 days of practice. How about we play against foreign teams on our campuses? Do you really want your team to go overseas and play right now? How about we do stuff right here? So August for 10 days becomes the NCAA basketball. Instead of having to worry about football ending, we're going to go before it, and we're going to start in August. It's too good an idea, believe me. Plus, it's mine, which means it'll never happen. Idea. It'll never happen.
Yeah, Cal's always got some kind of idea up there in his noggin. The last 2 weeks for the football Cats have provided optimism for the rest of the season. Of course, a crucial game coming up Saturday against Vanderbilt, but Stoops watched Kentucky hold its own for the most part down in Tuscaloosa Saturday night. The #1 ranked team in the nation, the Alabama Crimson Tide, were held to under 35 points for the first time this season. The defense looks night and day better since Mark Stoops took over defensive coordinator DJ Elliott's play calling.
There was a drive or two that's still, it's not okay and need to get some things fixed and play with some greater urgency. But I thought overall, we had guys in the right position. Guys were straining to make plays. We weren't, just blowing, assignments because bad things were happening. They got lined up and made them beat us. We didn't beat ourselves. And I thought that was an improvement.
All right, the Cats and Commodores have split the last 10 meetings. Kentucky will welcome in Vanderbilt to Commonwealth Stadium Saturday. 4 o'clock kick time on the SEC network. The Wildcats opened as a 3-point favorite. The line is now down to 2.5. Now to Chalk Talk, episode 6. For the most part, former Kentucky quarterback Freddie Maggard is happy with how the Cats performed in Tuscaloosa and knows how important the game is Saturday for the Cats.
Episode 6 of Chalk Talk is here. I'm joined again with good old Freddie Maggard. We don't have positive things, but there were positives that UK did show. And what did you think?
I thought Kentucky showed resolve. That's the only thing I wanted to see. I wanted to see passion, effort, determination. I did not want to see Kentucky play scared or back down from Alabama. It did not do that. First quarter, 3-3. Kentucky battled in depth, took over, and superior talent from Alabama. But there were positive statistical notes as well. Kentucky plus 35 special team yards, held Alabama to 50 yards less rushing than their game average, held them less than their point total per game average. So there were some positive things that Kentucky did. I liked how that young defense played. I like how the linebackers played. The defensive line played better, even against that superior talent. So Stephen Johnson cleans up those turnovers. What started as a hiccup against New Mexico State has now turned into a 3-game trend. He cannot continue to turn the football over if Kentucky's going to win, especially next week against Vanderbilt, who causes a lot of turnovers and does not cough the ball up very much. So Kentucky has to play clean, especially in relation to turnovers against Vanderbilt.
Going into Vanderbilt, they do have that turnover ratio to worry about, but they also have Ralph Webb, who is a stellar running back. What do you think the defense is?
I think Ralph Webb is the most undervalued and underrated player in the Southeastern Conference. I projected him or voted him second team All-SEC in the preseason. That's how much I think about him. Last year, 33 carries, 113 yards. I think he will surpass 35 carries against Kentucky because he has taken that team on his back. So Kentucky has to focus in on stopping him. By doing that, if the defensive line maintains gap responsibilities, not allow him areas of opportunity to run to, linebackers play smart, scrape, tackle, Kentucky will be just fine. But the UK defense has bothered me the last 2 or 3 games because it's missed several tackles for loss opportunities as well as quarterback sacks. With this team, with Kentucky's current team, with the margin of error so small, it has to do those things right. It's like facing the pitcher. Alabama was a all major league pitcher throwing 100 miles an hour. But even a pitcher hang a curveball. So when the curveball is hung, Kentucky has to hit it out of the park. They will have those opportunities against Vanderbilt.
Well, we got the bye week next week. I'll still talk to you, though, next week. So we'll be back next week with episode 7 of Chalk Talk. See you next week.
All right, good stuff as always from Carly and Freddie out there. A couple of UVA-wise Cavalier football players take home Mountain East Conference Player of the Week awards. Trent Martin is the Special Teams Player of the Week. And this guy right here, Zach Blair, is the Defensive Player of the Week. Blair had a game-high 14 tackles in Wise's road win over West Virginia State this past weekend. The WYMT Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week crew travels to Williamsburg Friday. The Yellow Jackets will host Harlan. The Green Dragons go in riding a 3-game winning streak. It's a 7:30 kickoff from Rose Stanville Stadium Friday night, and you can watch it live on this TV and WYMT.com. Well, last week, the Allen Central Rebels cracked the Mountain Top 10 for the first time this season. The Rebs lost and have dropped out of the poll, but there is another new team in this week. Let's check it out. The Belfry Pirates remain the best team in the Mountains. Johnson Central jumps up from 3 to 2. It is the highest ranking the undefeated Golden Eagles have had this season. Corbin, Pulaski, and Rockcastle County round out the top 5. Unbeaten Paintsville is at 6. Southwestern, they had a bye week this past week, is at 7. Knox Central at 8. And Whitley County, for the first time this season and this year, is in the Mountain Top 10 at number 9. You see Somerset there at number 10. Well, tomorrow at 11, you will hear from J.B. Donahue and the Harlan Green Dragons. Can't wait to get out there tomorrow. That's sports, and we'll be back.